aspect that is most addictive in medicine is the fact that you treat people, you touch people's lives, and you can change their lives. An area of excellence in the department is artificial reproductive technologies, which is another name for in vitro fertilization. At Hadassah, we were the first all Israeli team to have the first blue and white baby made here. Ziv came to us because of severe abdominal trauma due to a road accident, and she underwent for several years recurrent operations that involved correcting damage to her bowel and gastrointestinal tract.
A semi-trailer crashed into me on the driver's side, so the safety cushion didn't open. I lay there, dying. Luckily for me, an army doctor was in the next car, and since I had my officer uniform on, he immediately called for a helicopter. And so I was brought to Hadassah by a helicopter.
She brought to Hadassah Sunday. I remember it vividly. She had a cardiopulmonary arrest.
They opened my chest, and Dr. Avi Rifkin manually massaged my heart back to life. Success rates in performing these procedures are 0, but in my case, there was nothing to lose.
She started beating again. Then she bled from the abdomen. We took her immediately to the operating room. We did what we did. We couldn't close it because she was with fluid. She was edematous. So we left the abdomen open. Then we closed it only with skin graft.
To this day, I have a transplant from my leg to my stomach. I have no wall there. This forces me to wear a stomach belt daily. Otherwise, I won't have anything to support my stomach. Something needs to hold the contents of my stomach. This is why everybody doubted that I could ever be pregnant again.
Her abdominal wall was non-existent, and the surgeons have built some kind of a wall to protect the inside of the abdomen, which is really extremely thin.
A year later, when the doctors were ready to perform another operation on my stomach, after my body had a chance to recuperate, they gave me a date. But I couldn't do it. I wanted more children. Even though I had a 1.5-year-old girl at the time, I was pregnant when the accident happened, and of course, it didn't hold. It felt like some sort of closure for me. It gives you life, happiness. It was important for me to become pregnant again, as well as for my husband.
She came to us because of the accident. She could not conceive normally, and she had to use in vitro fertilization.
Fortunately, my first IVF was successful.
She became pregnant. She had a special belt in order to hold the abdomen.
It wasn't easy, since we really didn't know what would happen.
I think that it was very ingenious to give her this belt, that instead of having the muscles of the abdomen to keep the uterus in place, that she had this belt which helped her carry the pregnancy until term.
Even though the last 2 weeks were very difficult, every kick was like a sword in my stomach, but it was worth it. The birth was an amazing moment. Since the accident, I need to use artificial tears, but the moment they put him in my arms, I cried. I can't begin to describe the happiness I felt.
This is extremely courageous on her side, and I think turned her life.
I got my life as a present. It was clear to me that the place that gave me all the treatments and help would be the place that would help me to give life.
The more complicated cases like the, or people who got mutilated during terrorist attacks, and now need IVF to get pregnant. We are glad that we can give these services and successful medical treatment to people and offer them again hope.
This connection between the Hadassah women and the hospital is what saves lives. I am the living proof of that.
Thank you, Hadassah.